Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. So I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and I've been starting my sprinkler here in the yard. I really want to get this grass seed going. I may have got this area just a little wet. It's no biggie, it'll dry. But when I originally planted the bulk of the yard, we got like 5 inches of rain in a week and the low spot got washed out really bad. Yesterday I fixed those spots, but it still needs to be seeded. And so while we're waiting for this dew to burn off this morning before we get in the combine, I'm gonna get that seeded. Oh, come here, little guy. I'm just gonna use a little hand spreader for this little job instead of going to get the four-wheeler one. I fell. So we're gonna set this little guy pretty light because I'd rather have to go over it twice than run out of seed halfway through.
I'm heading out to the field right now. I'm gonna get the combine all greased up. The sun's out full speed. We want to try to get as much harvest as we can today. Figure out how to turn it on might be the next question. Brand new grease gun. They haven't even put grease in it yet. I think the combine's full of fuel now. I missed one grease zerk. I missed a grease zerk. How could I do that? Yes, I did. I missed a grease zerk.
We got her seeded. Now we're gonna drag a chain across it and try to get some of the seed incorporated in a little bit.
If we had a newer trailer, then it would be nice to have an electric tarp so you can push the button inside. But these old trailers like this, it's a good old trailer, but do you want to put in a couple $1,000 converting it?
All the dew seems to have burned off. Just got out to the combine. I just fired her up. We're letting the engine warm up. Might as well get all our monitors and stuff fired up too. Then let's pick some soybeans. Yeehaw! I also brought my lunch with me. Since, you know, we have an on-track 3 auto-steer system from AgLeader, I can eat while I'm combining. Oh, hey, looks like the neighbors are up there. You know, I almost forgot my water jug. That would have kind of stunk. She's full, Clark. Cooper's still in school. Dad just took the semi to go dump it at the co-op, so I'm waiting for him to get back. We did hire a new person who's going to be running grain car for us this fall, but they can't start until next week, so I suppose now I have time to eat my lunch. Oh hey, Dad's here. Just in time, because I just got done eating my rice and chicken. If it would have taken any longer, I might have fallen asleep.
Now kids, some of this stuff that you see me filming and stuff, do not try it at home. I've been trained, I'm a professional. You gotta be very careful on this. You don't want to be out there and not thinking and have something happen.
Look at Daddy Cornstar out there being a professional cameraman. You know, I might have to start paying him now. Ha! Psych! Dad, I'm full! Oh, there he is. I could be mean right now and dump corn on his cab. Sorry, soybeans. Usually if you got a grain car driver who falls asleep on the side, you put your auger over them like that and you dump corn on their cab and it scares them half to death. Not that that's ever happened to me before or anything.
Last night, you guys remember Presley, he's been in the videos, he asked me how I like the grain cart with the tracks. Well, like I told him, I said, we haven't had nothing this fancy before, so it's rain and sun difference to me. But I tell you what, I drove it around last night following Cole for a couple hours. I kind of fell in love with it. It's really, really nice. After driving this around for a few hours last night, the tractor is so quiet inside, so comfortable. You just sat there and the cart pulls like a dream. The life of a grain cart driver.
We got this next 77-acre field done. Taking the head off. Man, we got ourselves a super long drive to the next field. Right across the creek, 120 acres. We call this one the Bush Farm. And we call it that because the guy we bought it from, his last name was Bush. Oh yeah, we got the auto steer working in the grain cart. Turns out we didn't have our Wi-Fi subscription hooked up. Right now, Cooper is not driving. I am also an auto steer, so I'm not driving. And we're unloading on the go. And we're staying perfectly straight.
Hi.
Hi.
Today in the tractor, picking beans, and we got our car day set up. So here I can see pretty much what Cole's seeing on his monitor. I can't see everything, but I can see some. I can see what the beans are averaging, and I can see the moisture, and then I can see how full he is. So if I'm across the field and I'm like, is Cole almost full? Just look at that and like, oh, he's almost full, so I'll go track him down. He's right there. I can see him. And then here I can see his speed and whatnot, and then I can see where he's been in the field. This is the cool part right here, it goes off his last pass. It's kind of like auto steering the tractor, but you just press the auto steer button and it connects to that line right there. I don't know if you can see it. And then when Cole's picking, I can just pull up right underneath his auger here and he can dump on me. No hands, look at that. We driving. We're right next to Cole. Once we cross these washouts here, I'll pull under his auger. This grain cart's a lot taller, so we have to kind of avoid washouts and we're filling, otherwise his auger will bump the grain cart since it's so tall. So now that we get across these, speed up, give her some throttle, pull right up to the bean head. So it's kind of close, but that's what's nice about the Cart Ace. And then just pull right under. There we go. Zooming across the field, no hands.
Pretty fancy.
450 bushels on Cole? I don't know if I believe that.
I can't believe how smooth this grain cart is. It's just smooth. We got the boys out there running now, and I got a great relative. Him and his father brought their combine over and they're helping us do some beans. So I want to give a big thank you to them. They've been fantastic to us. I just want them to know how much we appreciate all the things that they do for us over the years. And I need a drink because my little thirst buds are telling me I'm thirsty and I can't hardly swallow. So before I shrivel up and dehydrate, I'm gonna get me a drink. And I just run into the truck.
Yep, that was the first one. Just utilizing my auxiliary tank right now. So now we got Cooper running the grain cart and Dad running a semi, but Cooper ran off to go grab another semi. That way we'll have two semis because we're getting kind of bottlenecked up running two combines. So I'm waiting for the grain cart again. You know what? We're gonna clean that up right now because otherwise it's just gonna sit up there and it's gonna get wet and then we're gonna have rotten stinky beans on top of the cab. Since Cooper has Cart Ace in the grain cart, I have a tracker so I can see exactly where Cooper's at in relativity to me. I don't feel like setting a new A-B line for this little section, so I have to steer it by hand. I can't believe this. Is this how they had to do it back in the day? So we had a little bit of help come in. We hired our cousin to bring his combine to help us do some custom beans for us. We figured if we can get these beans out quicker, that's that much sooner we can get to the corn, since the corn's kind of in so-so condition for its stand. We don't need more corn falling over than what it already has, so if we can get the beans whacked out real quick and save some corn from falling on the ground, it could really save us a lot of money having him here. Uh-oh, we got lights on. Coolant level indicator. I'm low on antifreeze. We shut her down right away. We're gonna get out and check and see what's going on. This is the scary part. Oh, bean dust is itchy. Well, looking at the back of the combine here, it looks like we're doing a pretty good job of separating stuff out. For the most part, these plants are pretty brown, but somehow there's still a few random green ones in here. They're testing under 12% moisture, so we're rolling with it. Okay, what's giving me fits? I don't see anything dripping, so that's a good sign, but I need to figure out what's going on. Buggity, 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 boys. Taxi. Bye, combine. We'll see you in a few minutes. Doo-doo-doo. Gotta be really careful taking that off because that hot coolant underneath is under a lot of pressure and it could blow a bunch of steam up on me. And a steam burn is worse than a water burn because steam is hotter than water. Well, the sensor was right. It does look a little low. Nice and easy. At least that was an easy fix. It could have been worse. Back in the saddle. It's doing it again. We're not really sure what's going on. The overflow's not any higher than what it was before. It is entirely possible that the sensor just quit working right and the thing's in reality full, but I haven't taken the radiator cap off to see. We're gonna let it cool down for a little bit. All right, guys, we got Mechanic Cooper on it. He'll get her taken care of. We're kind of questioning if coolant is maybe getting in the engine, which would not be good. Sometimes it's not uncommon for stuff to need a little bit of antifreeze or a little bit of engine oil, like it can go out the overflow or just magically disappears into nowhere. We opened up this and we got a lot of drippity dripness going on. Something's leaking. Looks like up in here, kind of in the center, we have a piece of metal that comes down and there's hoses that run right beside it, and we think it just wore a hole in it. Got the heater core valve shut off in the back, went to go get up in the cab, and then I got a nice mist coming across the ladder. Blew a hydraulic line. We think this is the last original hydraulic hose on this entire machine. And it seems like every year, within the first couple days of running, we always burst a line right here.
Here's the problem. It's got a little slice in it.
Pa. Pa. Looks good, it looks good. Perfect. Sounds like the boys are ready to, well, they're gonna finish filling the grain cart. 8:30 now, so time to get all that done. It'll be after 9 o'clock. It's probably time to just call it a night, I guess. Hey, don't forget, if you guys are looking for some really neat clothes, really neat boots and shoes, get on Kohl's. I can't remember what you call it, but link. Get on Kohl's link. You get 10% off of any Ariat boots, clothing. These are my new boots that I had just ordered from Ariat. These are even waterproof. Well, good night, everybody. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Gotta remember how to turn it off here. Oh, there we go. If I get my finger in there.